Hey, what's up, guys? Tony here, and we're back with a brand new Rostermania video. So there's been a lot of actually Rostermania team announcements and stuff, but I want to make separate videos on every roster that gets announced and my speculation on every team, just because it's better for me in terms of content. I think it's more interesting instead of trying to jam it all into one video. So today is going to be my Optic Gaming Rostermania video. So, as most of you probably know, Optic announced that they were picking up TJ and Dashi, and they were bringing back Karma, which is insane that they got those three players. Obviously, Karma was on a lot of teams' radar, so it's just surprising that, with all the new opportunities and stuff that he could have done, he chose to go back to his home in Optic Gaming. But I can't say I'm 110% surprised because he's been there for a long time. He's helped kind of contribute to that organization's success in terms of Call of Duty. I think he was a very underrated player. I think, when you just stack four players with talent, it's kind of hard. There's going to be someone that's an outlier. You're not always going to have all four people, just running around and slaying. There has to be someone that does that dirty work. And I think that Karma is that person for Optic Gaming in the past. Now, future, I think that he'll probably do the same thing just because you bring in the likes of a TJ or a Dashi. I think that TJ will be playing a support sub is what I heard, which will be really, really interesting. I also thought that he was a very underrated player just in terms of last year. He's not, like Krim said, he's not a selfless player. He tries to bait for his teammates. He tries to do stuff for his teammates, and he just a great teammate in general. And I think that's something that Optic needs is, because when you have a team of all-stars, it's kind of hard. Someone has to do that dirty work, and I think that, TJ may not be a veteran, but he can learn from the likes of Karma. I think that's something that is really, really huge for him in terms of his career. In other words, Dashi being the main AR, I think that's a huge pickup. I think that he'll probably be one of the best up-and-coming players, the next few years to come. So it's huge that they got him. But, it's a huge loss for complexity at the same time. Obviously, they weren't going to hold on to him. A lot of teams probably wanted Dashi on their team. But I think that Optic got the better end of the deal in terms of any of the other rosters that formed. Because you see the 100 Thieves roster. When that got announced, people were like, oh my gosh, Slasher and Enable, Kenny, Octane, like, all on the same team. What? And it's like, now you look at this Optic roster. This Optic roster is scarier than that one was. I mean, with the likes of Scump going back to a Treyarch game, look at his, past Treyarch games. He hasn't had a bad one yet. So I think that next year is going to be huge for Scump as well. I think this team is going to perform very, very, very well, and I would not be surprised if they won multiple events this year. With that being said, I do think that something that needs to be touched on is, so the past issues with Optic, one of them was just the chemistry and stuff like that. So for me, what changes with Optic, bringing back Karma, and I think that's probably why he was hesitant to come back, is just because that team has had problems in the past, and I don't think that, Damon taking some time off is going to change it. I think that that's something that they're going to have to overcome. Once they do overcome that obstacle and get back on track, I think that team is going to be a very, very, very scary team. And obviously, Optic will not get their pool play spot. So they will have, I'm not 110% sure on how all that works, but I'm pretty sure they'll have to either place top 4 at Vegas, or they will have to play in a 8-team elimination thing, which is interesting for sure, because never know. Optic comes out flat, doesn't make the Pro League. That would be insane. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it very well could. It just depends on the quality of teams that are being played around, and with 5v5 coming, a lot of players are, the talent's thin right now, because of it being 5v5, and that's really hard on organizations. So I think it was good that Optic could get TJ and Dashi, obviously super, super early in Rostermania before any of the other teams had really approached them. And then obviously having Karma under your belt when the 5v5 announcement, that was a huge thing as well. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like. I will have a new video up every single day from now on. So make sure to leave a like if you guys are enjoying the videos. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.